Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, friends and family. This is your USA Constitutional Bill of Rights class. I hold this class every Thursday. Absolutely. I go over with you your Bill of Rights and teach you your amendments and also teach you how to exercise them too as well. Let's get started. The U.S. the U.S. Bill of Rights comprises first 10 amendments. Okay? All right? To the Constitution protects fundamental individuals' liberties. Okay, liberty means freedom. All right, your freedom, absolutely. It says it limits government power, so the government don't get out of control. Okay, it limits the government power. All right. It says it guarantees rights like freedom of speech, religion, and assembly. It says and sets rules for due process and criminal justice. Okay, absolutely, absolutely. It says the Bill of Rights was added to address concerns of anti-federalists federalists who feared a strong central government and desired safeguard for individual liberties. Okay, this is why the USA Bill of Rights Constitution was created. It was for your liberty, and liberty means your freedom. Okay, and if you have a pen and pad, I would like for you to write these down. And if you have to replay this video too as well, to write your USA Constitutional Bill of Rights down, I would love for you to do that too as well. I have a few that I'm gonna go over with you tonight. The first one starting off, freedom of religion. Okay, all right. We got some out there that like to practice religion. We got some out there that don't believe in religion, but you have the freedom of religion. Okay, it says guarantees the right to practice any religion. Okay, any religion. It says or no religion at all. Okay, it says and prohibits government for establishing a state religion. Okay, that's one thing we don't want to happen. We don't want the government to establish a state religion. Okay, because that state religion will have to be will only teach what the state requires for them to teach. That's just how that goes, and that's not what we want. Okay. All right, your second one is freedom of speech, press, and assembly. Okay, absolutely. It says protects the rights to express oneself freely. All right, express yourself freely. Okay, all right, including through words, writing, and gatherings. Okay, these are three ways you can express yourself. Okay, which is your Second Amendment, which is your Bill of Rights. This is given to you for your freedom, for your liberty. Okay, absolutely. It says protects the rights to express oneself freely. Okay, and that's including through words. That's number one. Writing. That's number two. And gathering. That's number three, like protesting and such. Okay. All right, we're going to move on. It says the right to bear arms. All right. Right to bear arms, it says, guarantees the rights of the people to keep and bear arms, which has been intercepted as a right to own firearms for self-defense. Okay. This is for your protection. Your Third Amendment right is the right to keep and bear arms. Okay. All right. Okay. You have the right to defend yourself. Also, you have the right to defend your property. You have the right to defend what is yours, okay? All right. And if deadly force is needed to defend yourself, no matter who it is, no matter if it's a corrupt cop, and you have to use deadly force to protect yourself, like the Third Amendment has said, then you will have to use deadly force on that corrupt cop. That's just how it goes, okay? And then we'll let the courts work it out from there. But everything will be justified. Whenever stuff is like that is carried out, make sure cameras are rolling. For sure, make sure those cameras are rolling. Okay, make sure they are rolling, and so everything will be rightly justified. Absolutely. Your Third Amendment, which was the right to keep and bear arms. So here's your Fourth Amendment too, as well. It says protect against unreasonable search and seizures. Okay, so that's another thing that that um, a lot of officers, corrupt officers, have violated the citizens' rights by searching their vehicles without proper cause. I said, no, no, we're not going to have that. We're not going to have that at all. You got to have a proper cause. And let me tell you something, a traffic ticket or a insurance, no insurance, that's just a traffic violation that don't give you proper cause to search the vehicle, for the officer to search the vehicle at all, okay? All right. It says, number 4, which is your Fourth Amendment right, it says protects against unreasonable search and seizures. It says requires a warrant. Okay, it says it requires a warrant based on probable cause. It says for government searches and seizures of property. Okay, that's the only way. That is the only way. Okay, all right. It says requires a warrant based on the probable cause for government searches and seizures of property. Okay, all right. So thank you for tuning in with me tonight. I definitely appreciate that. I really do. This is your USA Constitutional Bill of Rights class. Again, I hold this class about 5 or 10 minutes, and I go over with you your Bill of Rights. Very important that you write these down and that you exercise these. These rights has been given to us as a citizen, and it's for our liberty, it's for our freedom, it's for our protection, and that's what we need. And even we got to protect ourselves up against corrupt officers, against corrupt cops and corrupt pigs, then we will. Okay, that's just how it's gonna be. Okay, the same rights that the judges and the DAs and the lawyers, the same rights that they have, those are our rights too. Those are the citizen rights too as well. The judges and the officers, they are citizens too. They are doing a job, and sometimes uh, corrupt people tend to corrupt their job, and that's bad. And you don't want to corrupt your job because that takes the pride out of being a police officer. It takes the pride out of being a lawyer, judge. Absolutely. Again, but thank you for tuning in, and we'll see you next time. God bless you.